Hi everyone. So I am going to do a warmer tour and kind of like mini review. I'll let you guys know how I feel like the warmers performances are that I have throughout my apartment. I thought I would start off the video by just showing a few of the other tools that I find useful for like my wax warmers. So as we go through my apartment, you'll see a lot of my warmers. I use these like silicone cupcake liners. They're just like silicone baking liners. You can find them on Amazon. They're really affordable. Just make sure that they're for baking and that it goes up to like 450 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that. Just make sure they're for baking so you can actually use them on heat. I find these super convenient to use because it's easy to switch out your wax. And then I also feel like I'm not wasting so many cotton balls. Where are my, here's my cotton balls. I just use these jumbo cotton balls from Target. I always have a lot of them on hand because I do end up going through a lot. I usually use the cotton balls for my tea light warmers. I feel like tea light warmers get so warm that I don't really like to use the silicone dishes. I don't mind cleaning up a few dishes here and there. I've tried other things. So there's these kind of metal, I think these are little dessert tart inserts, like little egg tart inserts. For some reason, I don't feel like I get great performance with these, but I've also heard people say that they get really good performance with these as opposed to the silicone baking liners. So it's kind of just like experimentation, like what works for you. Also, these are really tiny. Like this is in comparison to the baking cup. So I just feel like it's so small. You really can't fill it very full of wax because then it just, I don't know, it's super tiny. What can I compare it to? I don't know. I'll hold this up to like a warmer dish and just show you, but it's just really, really petite. So I don't love using these, but that's an option. There's also these like paper cupcake liners, which I think they say they're specifically for wax. They're kind of lined a little bit on the inside, so you can reuse them a few times. I don't know, for some reason I just really love using the silicone baking cupcake liners, but I know a lot of people use these kind of paper cupcake liners as well. Again, you can get them for very affordable prices on Amazon. I've tried out other liners, like here is silicone mini something food grade 12 pack of liners as well, which I thought would be nice because they're not very deep, but they're a lot wider than the other cupcake liners. So I thought that one would be a good one to try, but I just found it kind of annoying to clean. I don't know if you can tell, but the wax just stuck to it kind of weird and it wasn't super easy to clean these ones. And then obviously I have a few different happy wax warmers. So these are the different silicone dishes that come with those warmers. And I really like them. I've never had a problem with my happy wax warmers, but I will say if you do go the silicone like baking cupcake liner route or the happy wax warmer route, the silicone dishes can kind of, the wax leaks through them a little bit, which can be a little bit annoying for some people. I don't mind it, and I still find it way easier to use these reusable liners as opposed to like cotton balling or dumping out the hot wax in the trash can. But there is a little bit of maintenance, and every once in a while I'll go around with like my little cupcake liners and kind of wipe them off with like a paper towel or like a napkin. So just to be aware of that. It could be annoying to some people. There's one more thing I wanted to show. Yes, I got this little like, what is this called? Scentsy Spatula from my Scentsy consultant. So this works particularly well with Scentsy wax. I found it to be hit or miss with vendor wax. Some of the vendor wax is just way too hard and this doesn't actually work. When your dishes are completely cool, if you actually put the wax straight into the dish, when it's completely cool, you kind of just wedge this little point into the dish and the wax will just pop on out. But like I said, it works best with Scentsy wax. I haven't found the best results with vendor wax. Some of it works, some of it doesn't when you use this little spatula thing. But yeah, so I think that's some of the things I wanted to mention at the beginning. I have a few tea light warmers. So this is one of them. Again, I got from Amazon. Very affordable. You kind of get what you pay for. It's cute enough, but it's not the greatest quality. I actually have some wax in here so you can't see the dish, but you can see the bottom has got kind of like stained and a little bit, I don't know, it's a little bit grimy from the tea light candle. So I don't feel like this, you know, this isn't gonna last you forever, but it's so affordable. I wanna say this was less than $10 on Amazon. So just, you know, give one of these tea light warmers a try, one of the affordable ones, to see if you like it. Because you do obviously need to get the tea light candles then, and some people don't want the candle. That's why they have the wax warmers, so you don't have to have an open flame. But I find tea light candles to be like the best when it comes to scent throw. These are my two favorite tea light candle warmers that I have, again, just from Amazon. I'll try to link everything below if I'm able to find the links still. So this one comes with little flower design and this one's a little star design. It came in a 2-pack. I love that they have this little tea light candle holder. So you just put the tea light candle in like that, and then when you light it and blow it out, you can just take it out by the little spoon, which I find super convenient. Again, they're not gonna last you forever. Like you can kind of see, I don't know if you'll be able to tell on camera, but it is starting to, like on the inside, get a little bit yellow from like the flame of the candle. And I've tried super hard to get this stain out, but at this point, I think it's just a stain on the top of the tea light warmer on this one. So yeah, they will kind of start showing some wear once you use them for a while, but I still just love them and I love the aesthetic of them. So they're super cute. And then obviously I just use like one of these candle lighters to light the tea light candles. I prefer to use the tea lights, again, I'll try to link everything, that are a little bit larger than like your typical tea light. I think these ones say that they last like 8 to 9 hours of burn time, which I like, because normal tea light candles I think are a little bit smaller, a little bit shorter, and those ones I feel like are only like 4 hours burn time. They burn out pretty quickly, so I like these colorful ones. I think these ones are super cute. And then I also have these ones just plain with the silver holder. This one, again, let's see, I just get a big pack, like 100 or 200 pack from Amazon. But again, these ones are a little bit taller. I think, again, they're like 8-hour burn time. And I do find that they last a pretty decent amount of burn time. So I like those tea lights that are a little bit larger. So yeah, I feel like that's all I wanted to, oh, one more thing. If you ever get wax on the counter, I've found, I don't know why, let me know if you guys have noticed this too, but with tea light candles, if it's completely solid wax on top and I light the flame and it starts, you know, melting the wax, for some reason, the wax always squirts up initially and like lands on the counter. And at first I would try to wipe it up really quick if I noticed, or I try to scratch it with my nails. But I find it easiest to just let the wax harden on your countertops or table, and then use just an old gift card or something like that. And then once it's completely dry, you just rub it up to the counter and it scrapes up the wax like flawlessly, and then you can wipe it down with like a cleaner or something like that. But if you try to scrub it with like your finger, I feel like it ends up just leaving waxy residue on your counter. So I definitely recommend using like a, you know, old gift card, and then you can just kind of scrape up the wax. Okay, I just remembered, because this is right by me, I also use little like ripped up pieces of parchment paper. I'll just put that on the counter too, so when I'm going around changing my silicone baking liners, like I can show you with this one, I'll just, with the hot wax, I'll hold it and then I'll just put it on the counter like that. That way, if there is any like wax residue that's kind of on the outside of the baking cupcake liner, you're also not just setting it on your counter, getting more wax residue on top. I like to just set it on top of the parchment paper, so you know it's no mess. If any wax gets on the parchment paper, I'm totally fine with that. Then it's just easier cleanup for me to just, you know, throw this away and get a new piece of parchment paper. So yeah, so let's just go around. I'm gonna show you the warmers I have out right now. I'm gonna point out the warmers that I'm gonna change out to my fall warmers. And yeah, I'll talk through some of the different warmers I have. So we're starting here in my husband's bathroom. So yes, hello. This is the first warmer. Right when you walk into our apartment, the bathroom's right, whoa! Hi, Minnie. Minnie loves my husband's bathroom. And yes, sorry, there was some clothes on the bathroom floor. We do live here, so I tried to clean up. I really did. This was like inspiration for me to clean my apartment, but still tiny piles of like mess everywhere. But anyway, so we have this warmer from Scentsy. I'll list all the warmers like in order of how we go through them. And please forgive me if I ever say the wrong name of a warmer. I'll always put the name of the warmer. Maybe I'll put that in the video just to make sure I don't misspeak. I think this one is called the Chromatic Warmer, and I think it was the warmer of the month from June of last year. I really like it. It's a 25 watt, let's double check. It is a 25 watt bulb warmer. I've had no issues with these silicone cupcake liners. It always melts the wax 100% through. I've never had any wax like still stay like hard at the edges, even when I use the baking liner. So I really, really like that. It's performed really, really great. I haven't had any issues with my 25 watt bulb warmers that are kind of like this height. I am not showing you this particular warmer today, but the only 25 watt Scentsy warmer that I do have issues with it performance wise is the Candy Christmas Warmer. But truthfully, I bought that more for decor than for performance. But anyway, we're not talking about that one now. But yeah, so this is the first warmer. I don't plan on changing this one out. I think it's really pretty. I love having a light bulb warmer in the bathroom because even when the light's off, it almost acts as like a night light. I do turn off the warmer at night though. So this is on basically from the time I get up, so about like 7 a.m. to about like maybe 9 or 9:30 when I start turning off all my warmers. But yeah, so that's the first one I have. So this is the next warmer that we'll go through. This is my Julianne home warmer that you can also get from Amazon. I actually have 3 of these different Julianne home warmers throughout my apartment. So I'll talk over this one more in depth and then we'll go through the other ones really quickly because they all perform the same. The performance on these is fantastic. I love these so much. There's 3 settings and you can also put them on a timer. What I will say about these ones though is if you have kids or pets, just be careful and make sure this is on like a stable countertop because these ones get so hot that you really can burn yourself. So that's why I say like if you have kids, like keep this out of their reach because these ones are so hot. I always keep it on the medium setting. I think that's the setting that it just is like automatically set to, but I feel like you could even use the low setting and it would perform just as great. I have never used the high setting. I just do not think it's necessary. So yeah, no issues at all with the silicone liner. It always melts everything 100%. Even if I like basically fill this liner to the top, it would probably melt 100% of the wax. It's got this light that shows that it's on. This light is pretty bright. So if you're sensitive to light and you sleep with warmers on 24/7, that light might bother you because it is quite bright. What else was it? Oh yeah, I do suggest using like a cupcake liner on this one if you're gonna change out your wax a couple times, or the cotton ball method, or just turn it off at night and then I don't know if you do like the freezer method, like putting these dishes in the freezer and then popping out the wax, but I do not suggest holding the top of this dish and carrying it over to a garbage can and dumping out the hot wax that way. It seriously might burn your fingers. It gets that hot. Even the top of the warmer, I moved this because I actually usually have it sitting on top of this bar countertop usually. I moved it and I felt like I was like burning my hands. It gets that hot. So very good performer, but just be cautious because it gets so hot. But I do love it, and I don't plan on changing this one out. This is the very like corner of my apartment in my living room, and this is where I keep my other Julianne home warmer. I love this one with the paw prints. It's definitely one of my favorites, and I love that it's just white. It'll match anything. So there's the light that shows that it's on, and then it's kind of like a heating like element kind of warmer, or like a hot plate warmer. But I do like that it has a dish, but I would just never touch it. I mean, seriously, even touching it now, it's really hot. And then this one, the white warmer, has a white cord. The green warmer had a black cord. And then again, here's the heat setting. I always just put it on, so you click it to change the time, but I always just click it on. And then, like I said, I just turn all of them off as I'm getting closer to like laying down for bedtime. But that's my other Julianne home warmer, and then I'll show you my last one I have. All right, so now we're in my office space. We're kind of jumping around rooms because I'm kind of going based on warmer brand, I guess. So this is my last Julianne home warmer, which is like the pink one. I really like this one. This is the only warmer that I do not use a silicone cupcake liner. I sit right here at my desk, so whenever I'm talking about, oh, in my office it performs so great, but it's because it's on my desk. It's my desk warmer and I'm sitting like a foot away from it. That's the warmer I'm talking about. Great performer. Again, exact same basically review as the other Julianne home ones. Just be cautious because it gets really hot, but I do love them. And my desk is like a mess. I just shoved everything to the other side of my desk. But let's go on to my Happy Wax warmers, because these ones I really like as well, and I have 3 of them as well. You probably don't need warmers this close in proximity. I just love wax and I love strong scent, so I like to have the warmers this close, but it's probably not necessary. So the Happy Wax warmers also have this plug-in, so it's very similar to the Julianne home one, where you can do a timer or you can just have it on. This setting for the Happy Wax warmer, I always have it on high though, whereas the Julianne home, I always keep it on medium. If the power ever goes out, it goes back to medium because I think that's just like the automatic setting, so I always change it to high. I prefer that. Medium also works, but I feel like the edges don't melt as quickly. I think eventually the wax would all melt on the medium setting. I just prefer the high setting. So this is one of my Happy Wax warmers. I'm gonna have to look up the actual model, but it's got the copper base. I cannot remember now if this one glows a little bit. Some of the Happy Wax warmers have a really nice kind of gentle glow. Obviously it's really hard to tell in the daylight. I just do not remember if this one glows or not. Also the clear dish, some of them come with clear. I've always found that they kind of change to like an orangey color, the silicone. I think it looks fine though with like the copper warmer, but yeah, really like my Happy Wax warmers. Like I said, just be aware that the silicone dishes can kind of leak a little bit, but it's really nice. The dishes are very sturdy, so it's easy to like hold and change them out. So those are 2 of my warmers in the office. And then I'll just go through this one really quick. This one I have on my husband's desk. So basically same as the other Happy Wax warmer. We have these settings, and this is the setting I always keep my warmers on. This is the marble one. This one does have that nice kind of soft glow. I really like this one, and I like the gray silicone dish. One thing I did forget to mention that I guess I'll just mention now is if you do use the silicone Happy Wax dishes or the baking liners, some wax will stain the silicone. I totally don't mind it staining the silicone dishes at all, but just to let you guys know. All right, so wrapping up the warmers in my office. Yes, I do have 4 warmers in my office. So this is the Scentsy Night Sky Warmer. Same specs as the Chromatic Warmer, 25 watt, and it's even kind of the same shape warmer. I really like this one. I think it's so pretty. I know people experiment with putting different color light bulbs in this one. I actually just only ever use like the plain bulbs. I just kind of like that look, but you definitely can switch out the light bulbs. And again, I've had no issue with performance. I do usually use a silicone baking liner in this one. Literally have had no issues at all with performance. All my vendor wax has melted perfect in both Scentsy warmers that I've shown so far. So really like that one. It's beautiful. I don't plan on changing out any of the 4 warmers in the office. These ones will stay. I feel like they're all good, like anytime warmers. So here, moving back out into the living room. So the office door is right there. So right when you turn the corner, we have this warmer right here. This one is the Succulent Warmer from Scentsy. This is an element warmer. So I think you can see the little light that indicates that it's on. I want to say this one is a 10 or a 12 watt element warmer, but I'll have to look it up and insert it in the video just to be certain. This one, I've also had no issues with it completely melting through Scentsy and vendor wax, even with the silicone cupcake liner, which I always use in this dish as well. Only because square dishes I find really annoying to clean. Like, it's hard to get the corners clean. So I do really like to use the silicone baking liner. And there's like an example of like, I must have had a pink wax in there because you can kind of see the outside edge stained a little bit. But anyway, I love this warmer. I think it's really cute, hence the name Suc-cute-lent. I like the aesthetic with like the couch. I think it matches really well. I think I'm gonna leave this one be. I don't think I'm gonna change this one out, even though I consider it a little bit more summertime. I've actually seen my Scentsy consultant, Hannah, and others actually just change out the succulents. Like, you can completely take out everything and it's basically just like a little empty dish. And I saw Hannah put in like acorns and change it out to like fall theme. I don't have, oh my gosh, there's like a mochi hair. Oh, I can't get it. Okay. Maybe I'd consider doing that. I don't really have any acorns or little like cute pumpkins that I could put in there, but you can totally like change this out for the season if you wanted. So yeah, really like this one, and I'll probably keep it for now and not change it out. Let's do this other Scentsy warmer. So this is on basically the other end of our counter space as the first green Julianne home warmer I showed. I just got this cute little, like, I don't know what this is, cutting board or something. I got that from Marshall's. You can get really cute little like warmer stands from Marshall's, which actually I should have pointed out, that little wood piece, that wood stand that the Night Sky Warmer was on in my office was also from Marshall's. So this is the Acute copper warmer that I got in, I think maybe 2 Scentsy clearance updates ago, like those sale clearance updates. I really like it. Again, because of the square dish, I like to use the silicone cupcake liner. It's not in there now because I took it out in the beginning half of the video, but really like it. Have not had any issue with the wax melting fully. And then this one is a 25 watt bulb as well. Really like it. And I feel like it's kind of like a nice warm tone color for the fall time. So I think I'll probably end up keeping this one right here. But we'll see if I move around any warmers. But yeah, really like that. Again, just sometimes the square warmers can be a little bit annoying to clean if you do like cotton ball or anything like that. So just to be aware, but like this one a lot. All right, so let's do these warmers that are on my little shelf here. So this is our bedroom door. This was like the counter in the kitchen. So there's just this little like shelf right here. And then these are the warmers, just a little like, I guess a little spoiler. So I'm putting away these two warmers that are on the shelf right now, which is the aloe vera and the Nature's Wonder Warmer that's up the top right there. And I want to replace it. I think I'm going to put out the Forever Fall, the Enchanted Pumpkin, and the Mosaic Pumpkin on the shelf here. So that's just a little spoiler alert. But yeah, again, with the wood piece from Marshall's, I have a few plants. We have a little plant aloe vera plushie and then a little monstera. These bunnies we got from one of our family members from Christmas time. They're actually book holders or like book ends, but I don't know, I thought they were cute on this little shelf. So the Nature's Wonder Warmer, let me see what this one is. That is a 25 watt warmer. I haven't had any issues with this one performing with Scentsy or vendor wax, but it's probably one of the smallest dishes. I turned this one off because I knew I was going to be changing it out, but it's like kind of a round, I don't even know how to describe this dish, but it's really small. I mean, I would only put like 1 cube of wax in here. I put a pretty small amount in, but I've had no issues with it melting all the way through. Because of the shape of this dish though, I just put the wax directly in the dish. I do not use a liner. And I need to clean this dish before I actually put it away for the season, but that's what this one looks like. Let me turn it on just so you can see, because you can see the really pretty like tree line. And I really like it. I feel like it reminds me of like up north visiting like my family and their cabins and things like that. So I think it's really warm and cozy. I feel like you could totally leave it up year round, but I'll probably take it down, replace it with a pumpkin, and then put this one back up around like Christmas and the holiday time. So let's turn that off. This warmer is from Target. They no longer sell this warmer, but I love it. It's kind of like an iridescent finish, and because there's a metal dish, it gets so hot. Again, similar to the Julianne home warmers, this gets so hot that it burns my hands just touching it, which means it's a great performer, but just be really careful if you are gonna like dump out the wax in like your garbage can. Like you really need to hold it with like a paper towel or something like that. I usually use a silicone liner because it gets so hot. This one I have a 25 watt Scentsy bulb in it because the bulb that it came with burned out, but the 25 watt, I mean, it seems to be doing just fine. Really like it. It's one of my favorites. I think it's a great performer. It's too bad I don't see it at Target anymore. I feel like they must have maybe discontinued it or something, but I really love that one. And then the last warmer on the shelf, so we have this little birch stand that actually is from Scentsy. And then we have the aloe vera. Again, I turned it off, but when it's on, you can see, here I can turn it on. When it's on, you can see the little light switch, that little red indicator light turn on. What is this warmer? Trying to remember now again what this warmer is. Oh, you know what? Can I check on the bottom? I'm just really trying to remember what this is. This is a 12 watt. So the aloe vera is a 12 watt. Again, I've had no issue with this one performing. I think it's really, really cute. But I think it's just a little summery. So I think I'll end up changing this one out. Again, with this one, I just put the wax directly in the dish. That's the other warmer I have in the living room. So I think that is all my living room warmers. So let me show you the warmers I have in our bedroom. So this is on my like dresser drawer unit. I have this warmer that I got from Hobby Lobby that's like a 2-in-1. You can for sure get these on Amazon as well. It's a great performer. It has a really big dish, which I love. So you can put a lot of wax in here. Again, typically I just put the wax right in the dish because the warmers in our bedroom, I don't tend to change for a couple days. I let the wax go for a few days before I actually change it. And this one is the only one that sometimes I leave on 24/7, mainly because I forget. The indicator light is so dull that I can't even tell if it's on sometimes, so that's why I forget to turn it off. So if you do sleep with your warmers on in your room and you're kind of sensitive to light, I would definitely suggest this one, which I cannot think of the name. Oh, I think it's from Candle Warmers, is that right? I'll put all the information in my description box and on the video, but this one's really good. I really like it. Tends to melt the wax completely. Every now and again I'll see the corners a little bit hard with the wax, but I think that's me to blame because I also have a fan in the room and sometimes the fan oscillates, and if it's oscillating just enough that it kind of hits this warmer, there will be little spots where the wax isn't fully melted. But I think it's just because of the fan, because otherwise it's always melted fully. We have this Scentsy Perfect Warmer. It's adorable, but it's like 100% decor. I used to use it a little bit on my desk, but truthfully, it is not a good performer. Like I said, it's really just for decor purposes. Even when I have the lid off and like a tiny piece of wax, it's very finicky and it does not melt all the way through. I got this in a clearance update, so even when I purchased it, I knew it was going to be more for decor purposes. This one is a 8-watt warmer, and yeah, it just does not do good. Like, it'll melt right here, but everywhere else it won't be fully melted. So I can't suggest, like, I can't recommend this one based off of like wax performance, but cuteness, it is very cute. This one is the Scentsy Polar Panorama. I don't know, can you guys hear that? You can kind of hear it when it rotates. That doesn't bother me, but just to let you know, you can kind of hear like a motor going back and forth as it's rotating. It's really, really pretty at night. It's kind of like a rainbow aurora borealis kind of a look. It's really, really pretty. I'm gonna try to close my blinds and see if that helps anymore, but it's really, really a good performer. It's like an 18-watt element warmer. So it's one of the hottest element warmers that Scentsy has offered, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've never had any issues with this melting, and it also has a really big dish, which I really, really like. I closed the blinds. I feel like you can kind of see the colors a little bit more, but it's really, really pretty at night. It's got a great like aesthetic with the colors. It's just really pretty. And then this is my last warmer. I really should have shown this when I showed my other Happy Wax warmers, but oh well. So this is on my nightstand table. It's the really pretty like iridescent blue Happy Wax warmer. I really like it. Basically the same settings as the other one I had. This one has a faint glow, and I know because I've left it on at night by accident and woken up in the middle of the night to get like a drink of water, and there's like a really soft warm glow that comes off of this warmer. So it's really pretty. Definitely probably wouldn't bother you if you do sleep with your warmers on, because like I said, I've fallen asleep to this one and I didn't even realize until like the middle of the night, and then I see like a soft glow. But like if you have kids, if they like night lights, this could be kind of a pretty one because it's just a nice glow, but not distracting enough that it would like keep you awake. So really like this one. One thing I'll mention is, for some reason, when I put Scentsy wax in my Happy Wax warmers, I've noticed the Scentsy wax leaks through the worst out of any of the different like vendor waxes when it comes to like the Happy Wax silicone dishes. I think it's so odd. I don't know why, but there will literally be like a pool of like Scentsy wax underneath if I have Scentsy wax in my Happy Wax warmers. It's really bizarre, but nothing a little like cotton ball or napkin won't solve to just clean out that excess wax. But yes, so you guys, that is a whole lot of warmers, way more warmers than the average person probably needs, but it is my hobby. I love it, and I think they are beautiful. Oh, you know what? I have one more warmer, so let's show you that one first, and then I will start changing out my warmers. So this one is in my bathroom. I totally forgot about this one. I don't know why. I'm honestly like so embarrassed. It is so dusty, but this is the Life is Beautiful Scentsy warmer. That's what the, like, what is it even called? Neon sign looks like. I feel like the neon sign is starting to die a little bit. Like the life looks a little less bright than the beautiful, but I don't really care. To be honest, it's not really my aesthetic warmer wise anymore. So if this one dies, I'd be okay with it. I'm just gonna change it out eventually. But Scentsy warmers do have like a warranty, I think. So if anything does happen, or if like the lettering wears out, you can reach out to your consultant. They'll help you with that. But it's an element warmer. I wanna say it's 12 watt and it performs amazing. Because it's a square dish, I always use a liner because I find the square dishes really annoying to clean out. I've never had an issue with it fully melting in here. I will say my bathroom has that vent right above the plug-in, so this is really the only place I can have the warmer. And sometimes our vent, our bathroom vent will just turn on by itself. And I just feel like the vent can sometimes just like suck up all my fragrance. And so sometimes I get hit or miss performance in my bathroom, but I don't think it's because of the warmer. I really think it's just the position of the warmer. And this is really the only place a warmer can be plugged in my bathroom. But yeah, I think it does the job. I mean, I think it's cute. I just wouldn't mind switching this out eventually one day if it dies on me. But yes, now that is all my warmers, and I'm gonna start changing out a few of my warmers, and we'll just show you the ones that I changed out. All right, so I just changed out to my fall warmers, and yeah, I know it looks kind of ugly over there with the cord. I'm gonna try to figure something out with that. But I have the lights off and I have my blinds shut because I wanted to show you guys what they look like on. So the Mosaic Pumpkin is 20 watt. So these are my first two 20 watt bulb warmers from Scentsy. Otherwise I have all 25 watt. So Mosaic Pumpkin 20 watt, Forever Fall 25 watt, and Enchanted Pumpkin 20 watt. Now, let me know when I turn these on what you guys think. Is it too much brightness? Before I had two bulb warmers in one element, so I felt like it was kind of evened out. This might be too bright, but let's see. So let me turn on the warmers, and I also want to show you guys something and get your opinion. Okay. You know what? Actually, it's kind of pretty. It doesn't look that bright, and I love the orange like fall theme going on. So again, Mosaic Pumpkin, Forever Fall, and Enchanted Pumpkin. You know what? It's really not that bright. I might leave it, but let me know. Is this too bright, you guys? Is this too much going on this shelf? Let me know. But these are my 3 fall warmers that I changed out. All the other warmers I kept the same, but please let me know what I should do about this. I feel like this is very unstable. I don't know if you can tell, but it sits on like 3 feet things. And I feel like, I don't know if there was 4 at one point and it fell off or what. This is the first time I'm actually using this warmer. So if it fell off at the Scentsy place. I'm not sure, but it's really tippy. And that scares me. So to be honest, and I just want to let you know there is a cord cutout, and I do have the cord placed in the cutout. So it's not like it's unstable because I don't have the cord in the correct place. I did kind of experiment though, and I think I can take off those little like foam feet things, and I might do that because it's like really unstable. And that makes me like really nervous for when I actually put wax in it, but it is really pretty. Very, very pretty. I'm very curious to see what kind of like fall pumpkin warmers they come out with this year. Fall is my favorite season, so I love it. And I got both pumpkin warmers in a clearance release. And yes, that's so ugly. I can't get that sticker off. But anyway, there is my fall warmers. I will update later on how performance goes because this is the first time I'm putting out all 3 of these warmers. So I have not used these ones yet. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions on any of the warmers I showed or, you know, anything at all, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in my next video.